Welcome, everyone, to another session of Flames of the Divine. We've had about a month off at this point due to myself and also Lala moving, but that's all done in clear way. We should be back on schedule now. So, it's been more than a month, so I won't ask anyone and to recount what happened last session. You brought in. You all brought in your parts from the monster hunt and had those parts made into stuff. If it was a armor for Silo and a spear for Gregor, the latter of which is you still need to pick up. Then you all went to the bar to celebrate, and Rudy he pranked everyone with glitter bombs, which unfortunately didn't work, but got glitter everywhere anyway. When Hope returned and with the bags of holding and fell on them. So, we're ending off on that night, so we will start this session the morning after.
Alrighty. Well, if we're all at the bar, CeeLo would head down and look around, see who's all awake after waiting.
And Talus is always an early riser, so if you probably would see him.
Heaven's probably already up and trying to decide what to have for breakfast.
Gregor would also be there around that time as well.
Yeah, the options for breakfast are very much similar to to the options for dinner in this city, as you will recall.
I'm sorry. I got up super early, and it's our first time back in a bit, so I'm still a bit groggy, but
that's fine.
Rudy's finished moving all her books into the bags of holding and is just reading one right now.
All right.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, CeeLo.
Oh. Morning.
Mornings are awful. I want to go back to bed.
I think we've all felt that at one point or another.
But we have stuff to do today.
Either way, that is the purpose of a good breakfast. Get you up and at 'em.
Gregor ain't even breakfast. Bunch of.
Heaven then looks to Gregor. So, are we going to find one of those keys today? Or what's on the docket?
Well, first off, don't we need to go get our equipment from that blacksmith?
You do. No one else has any equipment, I believe, Gregor.
Naku, you have the thing you bought. The thing
I already have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I suppose we could check if we have any. Check if the head cleric has found our help yet, and then set off as soon as possible.
Well, that would probably be ideal. Yes, we do need to get into Rospationos at some point.
Wasn't that our next goal?
Exactly.
I thought our first goal was to get the keys for Gregor, then head to my home.
Generally, that's the idea. Yes, I only say that because well, so we have a general idea of what we're doing. And Talus just kind of like shrugs at everyone. It's like we can't stay here forever, so
Well, I suppose it would be good to for today just go pick up that to go pick up that spear. Go speak to head cleric. Get to see if the covert clerics have been acquired, and then we head out. At least that's what I think.
Very well. First breakfast.
Here, here.
You got a mole bacon and some. Yeah, mole bacon and
Snake eggs?
let's go with that. Yes.
I'll take some of that mole bacon, please.
Okay. So, as I said, Gregor, you are long used to it. Everyone else, it's really disconcerting to eat something this heavy in the morning.
Kevin just grabs one piece of bacon and get some snake eggs.
As someone who ate beef stroganoff for breakfast,
Talus just kind of has the same reaction of just and he stops and just goes at it. Sure, it's heavy, but hey, it'll probably be fuller for a lot longer.
Gregor is just happily chowing down.
I don't think there's anything else.
What is CeeLo eating?
Just some mole meat at this point. That's all I got right now.
All right, then, and after that, I'd say everyone heads on out and goes to collect Gregor's spear.
Okay. Yep. So the blacksmith, he wakes up. Yeah, like you find him. Yeah, like you knock, and eventually one of his assistants lets you in. You find him asleep at his workbench, and with a very well crafted spear sitting beside him. And with the tip very clearly shaped like a snake's fang.
Yeah, well, there you go, Gregor.
Very nice. Gregor thanks the blacksmith.
And, you're welcome. And he goes back to sleep.
All right. Well,
mission accomplished.
Gregor takes the spear.
Okay, so Now, where are you off to next?
Did we get the armor?
You got the armor.
And I guess the cleric is next.
All right, off to the Temple of Savesa.
Indeed. So, so you walk in, and you and you that brain yeah, you are waved in, yeah, you are waved in by the secretary and sent right to Derek's office. And when you find him, he's got a big pile of papers in front of him, and he seems to be on his third cup of coffee.
Greetings, sir.
Borax?
Gregor. Good.
Well, we believe that we've made our preparations. Have you found the clerics yet?
I have, yes. And he pulls out a list. Okay, well, okay. So there's two of them, and he and one for each region, and he pulls out a list. Okay, so
Borax?
for one of them lives in Rosapotia, Honest. He's a Genasi named Captain Wash. She's a ship captain who should be able to guide you through the proper regions of the ocean.
Corax?
Okay, the other, yeah, you've never heard that name before. And the other is a young dwarflet. Named Valabo. She lives not far south of the Chill Spot. She should be able to guide you through the area.
All right, great. So we should we intend on getting these this help, and then just making our way out hopefully today.
And well, you're going. And well, as I said, anyhow, you're going to have to go to them. They live in those places. That's like a trek across the continent.
All right then.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
But yeah, tell us as well. Not that long of a trek. I remember hearing something about a train nearby we could use to take to Heaven's hometown.
Yes, there is, and you won't even have to pay that much for it. There's an you see, the one I have in mind, and that I think you'll like, one that I think you'll like has an adventurer discount, as they call it.
Interesting terminology to use.
Indeed.
Napoleons.
What'd you say?
The static is hurting my ears. You know, the
Back
static I've been trying to mention for like 10 minutes now.
I have
Yes.
not been hearing you until now.
I called out your name 3 times. I wrote it in the chat.
I wasn't paying to the chat. I was looking at the chat. I am so sorry. I'll just Okay, is that better?
Yeah, I think so. It's not triggering every few seconds now. I'm sorry, but I'm sensitive
Yeah,
to
like-
certain sounds, and it's literally given me a headache.
Yeah, basically my apartment doesn't have proper air conditioning. It's got one of those AC, those wall-mounted units instead. That might have been what it was.
I can get that. I have to turn my AC off when we play games, when we do D&D. I am sorry. It's just like
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, a new apartment and working out the kinks.
I am sorry to interrupt. It's just oh my head.
No worries. So where were we?
adventure discount.
Well, there. And well, give. Yeah, but yes, as it were. Go. In, one.
Thorax?
What? Okay, I just need to look something up real fast. Oh yeah. Go to the train station. And ask for a Captain Truz.
A Captain Truz?
Captain Truz. I'll say.
Oh. If that's all, then we should probably head out.
By the way,
Yes.
next you're a little bit quiet, Neku.
Okay.
Thank you for all the assistance, Derek.
That's better. No mention. Oh, don't mention it. This is on our goddess's orders, so we wish to see it done as quickly as possible.
Rudy has already left.
All right. Well, let's go.
All right then.
Did I miss anything?
No, we
Not
just
really. Not much.
All right.
We're taking the train.
Gregor thanks Derek again before leaving.
Okay, so you all make your way. You all make your way to the train station, in which is which is right next to the ironworks. It's yeah, it's very loud and very yeah, it's very loud, and being near it is a bit of a headache. Which means it fits in with the ironworks quite nicely.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Heaven is making sure she isn't being followed by Felicia and her followers.
Perception.
All right.
Doesn't look like it.
All right.
All right, so who here at the train station looks like they're in charge?
It, well, you look around and you ask around and you get directed and you ask for Captain Truz and you get directed to platform 8 and well the train and looks there's nothing doesn't look like anything unusual about the train except that it seems to be completely crewed by goblins.
All right.
Yep. This is the place.
And nothing but goblins in sight.
how common are goblins in your area, Gregor?
There, it's very much a case of they're everywhere, and no one in quote unquote polite society really knows what to do with them in general.
You get used to them.
So we don't have to worry about them hijacking a train.
No. Probably not.
To your knowledge, from what you can see, these ones own the train.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Evan looks at the others and shrugs his shoulders. Shall we get our tickets then?
So, do you think they'd mess with us when we have a lion mane?
You'd be surprised who does.
The world's full of a lot of stupid people. But regardless, let's not waste any more time. Talos kind of walks up to him and I don't know, wherever they need to purchase tickets. He wouldn't really know.
Heaven sighs as she approaches the ticket counter. Yes, I'd like to buy a ticket for myself and to my furry friend that just walked off. He's never experienced a train before.
And you see, you see behind the ticket counter is a goblin with a handlebar mustache. Oh, you look like weird, but okay. Weird bunch, fancy gear, gear completely mismatched. You look like adventurers. Here for the discount?
That'd be great.
Okay. Our train is currently on a southeast course. How far are you going?
Rosa Patianos.
Ooh, all the way, even better. So, this would now a journey that far would normally run you about 100 gold, but with the discount, you only have to pay 50 each.
I'm just shrugs his shoulders. That's fine, since I'm spotting for him, so that's 100 gold even. And from me.
Okay. Is anyone else, or just you and the lion?
I haven't looked at the others. Are you three playing for your own tickets, or do you want me to, since this is my home country? We're going to.
I still haven't gotten the gold from that we left back at the house.
It's in a jar hidden in Heaven's room. But she still has some gold to spare.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, are you bringing the horses and carts with you?
Rudy?
I mean,
I don't know. You kind of put me on the spot there. I don't know. I'm out of character here. I don't know. Rudy's got her bags of holding. She wouldn't care.
I guess we'll find.
It's okay, and I guess I'll take that as a no then.
I don't know. Does everyone else want them? Does everyone else need them? Do you want them for things? If you do, then yes. Otherwise, I don't care.
It doesn't hurt to have a couple wagons, or a wagon or two.
all right,
I
everyone
wonder-
else.
Though I wonder if we should switch the horses to camels when we get there.
Well, either way, the cargo space a cargo that big is going to run you an extra 50.
Talos just rolls his eye size and drops 50.
You walked
Gold.
off.
Well, he walked off. He's been listening.
I thought you gave all your money to Rudy.
Not all of it, just only 3,000 of it.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we were all paid for killing the monster. Remember?
Oh yeah.
That's 50 per cart, per wagon and horse, or
50
whole
per,
set?
yes. Yes, that's some large cargo.
All right, and DM, how many wagons did we have?
As I recall, you had 2 horses and 2 wagons.
No, we had 1 wagon and 2 horses.
Ah, yes. Okay.
I'll put 60
Okay.
gold down.
Okay, in that case, 1 wagon, 2 horse, that would be 75 gold each. I mean, 75 gold total.
I'll put down 60 gold.
All right, and Talos will pay the remaining
15.
15. Yeah.
All right, then that leaves Rudy and Gregor and CeeLo to buy their tickets.
I'll buy mine Rudy's tickets for 100. Gregor, you got money, right?
Yeah, I have enough.
All right.
It's 50 gold for each of you.
I know.
Got just over 200.
Thank you, Neku.
I got you.
So everyone buys their tickets and gets the carts loaded. Cart loaded up.
And yep. Yep. Like you take it over to basically a large cargo, cargo car, or yeah, near the front of the train, and 1 car down, you actually I actually noticed them loading up up large, like really massive containers of water.
Evan frowns at this. Looks looks like the latest shipment is on its way.
The whole water thing, just as well, I suppose.
So what kind of passenger car did we step into?
Uh, uh, in, in so it's so you step into a passenger car, and it's no luxury car, but it's comfortable enough. Like it's got some it's got some chairs. It's got a couple of chairs that are clearly meant to be folded out into beds. Like you're going to be on this train for a while. Oh, my God! There's like you, um, like there's some tables. There's a dinner truck, carts. You're pretty close to the halfway point of the train. And and yeah, right ahead of you, you notice is an open top is basically an open like flat car with two massive ballista mounted on it.
I guess
Tell-
it's
Go ahead.
I guess it's for any bandits or creatures that try to attack the train.
Is it weird to say I kind of want to fire them off to see the kind of power they have?
Coming from you, I doubt it.
You're right. I could probably do more damage with my longbow.
DM, how many beds are in the passenger cabin per passenger cabin?
That basically the passenger cabin has well, they're basically it does well. I mean, it's couches that are basically flat enough and fluffy enough to more or less function as beds.
I mean, is it like
There's-
two or
There are one moment while I check. Okay, there's 4 total.
okay? Well, there goes that plan out the window.
Sheila will start wandering around in the train, just kind of taking in what this is kind of contraption does and such.
And like it's a so this train well, I didn't hear. Yeah, you were kind of quiet there, so I didn't hear the details. But I got that you were wandering around the train. Are you looking at anything in particular?
No, just trying to get the mechanics down on it and such. That's about it.
Go ahead and roll. Say a general intelligence check.
Okay. Smirk.
Okay, so you've actually like this train like it looks about standard, but like you take a good look at it, and most of the stuff in here is goblin engineering, which means it works great. It's not super pretty. Everything is everything is inexplicably steam powered for no reason, and like the actual machinery like runs like a dream, but it looks really haphazard.
Very form over very function over form.
Yeah, like you get a good look at it, and okay, do you know what orc technology looks like in Warhammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks very much like that, but without the red paint.
Goodness. Well, these sounds like health hazards.
Yeah.
Maybe you should form a committee.
Oh, what, like a cult?
Sure,
Talus just kind of gives a cheeky smile.
Okay. I'm gonna need to run off for 2 minutes. My dinner just arrived, so hold there. If you please.
But yeah,
Please.
Talus looks to CeeLo and he says, "All things considered, CeeLo, I do understand the concern. This place reeks of iron. That's just in overabundance. I can smell scarcely anything else here."
As long as it functions, I suppose. That's our motto.
I suppose so. Still, it's like when this reminds me of the first time whenever I wandered into a city. The various smells and everything that were around me were overwhelming. I'm so used to how just, well, not exactly barren, but more focused everything is out in the wild.
That reminds me of something. So, I can get us two different. Goodness. I can think of two places where all of us can stay when we get to Rosa Patianos. The first one is my house, where my mother and my two brothers live aside from myself. It's nice, it's comfy, and mother will make sure we're all well fed, even with the limited water. But it may be a bit cramped. The other option is I can ask the madam who owns the dance hall I worked for to let us stay in one of the rooms above. Problem is, that'll probably cost money.
Well, I have enough to accommodate for everyone in that case, so I doubt it will be a problem.
Then, will it be alright if the four of you stay at the hall while I stay with my family?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen them in over a year,
Yes.
so
I see
alright.
no issue with it personally. Besides, well, it would not do to put that undue amount of stress onto your family.
I would talk to them first, but I'm just saying if they are if they are willing, you have that option.
Well, we will be fine regardless. We will have a roof over our head by the time we get there. But regardless, how's the new armor treating you, CeeLo?
Fits well. Also, I feel like I can move a little bit better now.
Yeah, it does seem like the joints are a bit more maneuverable for you. I've actually gotten very accustomed to wearing heavy armor now. Used to be a time where I could barely even stand being in something so stuffy.
Oh, you gotta protect yourself somehow, Talos. Just felt like my armor wasn't doing that much for me anymore.
Well, considering that I tend to smash my head against everything that comes our way, it's, well, the last thing you all need is to pick me up again, like when we all first met.
Kevin then Cridge says she remembers something before looking to CeeLo and Talos. I should warn you that Rosa Patianos is a desert kingdom. Will you two be alright regarding your furred coats?
I've lived in the Valley of Life and Death my whole life. Harsh weather is not foreign to me.
What about water rationing?
I should be fine with that.
I'm serious. There's strict water rationing laws in Razapatianos at this moment.
Can't Gregory just create water?
Then
Well-
you will be swarmed non-stop by desperate people who would make you time and time again to create water.
We're not desperate people, though. We're adventurers.
No, you're not. I'm talking about my people.
I'm just saying the water ration limit doesn't really apply to us.
But in all seriousness, to keep a low profile, we may want to be careful with our magics to create water. After all, last thing we need is for anyone spying on us to find out what we're up to.
Or be enlisted to become water mules or whatever. Whatever the term was, I can't recall.
But Rudy does raise a point. If we get very desperate, we have the means. Well, thanks to Gregor, I believe, we have the means to do so. Well,
Evan just gives up. Evan just gives up.
Sorry.
Evan just gives up. Well, I tried, but don't say I didn't warn you. And she's saying this with she's saying this with a serious face.
And on that note, you all hear a loud whistle. I forgot to bring my whistle when I moved. I should have brought it, but oh well.
I'm glad you didn't, because that sound would have hurt my ears.
Fair point. So, and so you just hear a loud whistle, and then and then you hear a voice, a goblin voice, somehow booming, booming out, out over all the hustle and bustle.
Character, I'm thinking of the Gremlin airline from Hotel Transylvania right now.
But
I've never seen that movie, but sure.
Talos kind of rubs one of his ears a little bit at the whistling. It's like, well, let's be off.
Yeah, so you hear, like, so you hear and as the train rumbles to light, like you feel and you feel the rumbling under your feet. You hear the everyone knows the train sound.
Yeah.
So
one last thing before we do depart. Talos
yeah?
will be the last of the group on to just quickly check to see if he can spot anyone who's slipping into the crowd or anyone who seems to be following them.
Go ahead and
Perception?
Yeah, perception. You see nothing.
He keeps aware of himself as he boards the train. But yeah, off we go.
off you go. So, yeah, move you over to the train map. What you're getting here is a representation of the train, not the actual train. And I couldn't find a proper one I liked, so just imagine this, but more of it. And now, as you set out, you're mostly cutting through forests. It slowly gives way. It gives way to slowly gives way to grasslands, and eventually it just gets drier and drier and drier. And there are several stopovers along the way. As the ship takes on food, as the train takes on like food supply, as coal, more water, and the overall trip lasts about 4 weeks. It says, and eventually the grasslands get drier and drier and drier until they turn into desert. And you start recognizing the place a little bit more, Kevin.
We're almost there.
I'm starting to feel the heat already.
Kevin looks to tell us concern. Are you sure you'll be okay?
He just kind of shrugs and says, "I'll be fine. I can look after myself."
Well, don't try to hide it if you are being overcome with heat stroke or heat exhaustion.
I'll keep that in mind. As for the rest of you,
Oh, I'll be fine.
CeeLo,
I see no issues here.
and Rudy, I assume you're fine, yes?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. Did you say something?
Now, that not a character thing, or?
No, that Rudy was reading her books.
Yeah, gotcha. Talos just kind of smiles and he said, "There's no need to worry then."
Okay. The book she's reading, if you actually look at it, is I don't know what the exact title would be, but basically it's one of those self-help books about self-help books about relationships.
So you think you have a crush on someone, here's what you need to do. But
Yeah, basically that.
by S.C. Ammer.
Like, how to tell if you have a crush. Does the crush actually like you, or are they just trying to get in your pants? And other important steps.
And other uncomfortable subjects you don't want to talk about your parents with. But yeah, that kind of thing.
Real under the bed kind of book.
There's also one book just sitting beside us that Spot the Shippers. The danger to any relationship.
And okay, and as you're and as you're reading that, passing through a clump of trees, he's is all of you okay, what's all your passive perceptions?
Talos, his passive perception is 15.
Mine's 19.
I'm 7.
21.
Okay,
where
so
do I see that?
It is underneath your skills box.
Yeah, it's
It-
got its own little dedicated window.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 13.
okay. So Rudy definitely sees this first. Rudy, you see as you pass through the company trees, you see what you swear is a flaming horse is approaching, and what you begin to realize is a nightmare galloping alongside the train. It seems to have a rider. But it's a little hard to tell what that rider is because it's kind of hooded and cloaked. It
Rudy,
seems to be getting closer.
Rudy will close a book and just sigh and say, "Great. Now we're getting cultists just on trains too."
We're what?
Heaven hears this and looks out the window. Does she recognize
Uh,
these?
no, but you have a pretty good guess what they are. This big desert without a lot of water. Big train carrying lots of water.
Yeah, Heaven sees them and like, fuck, water raiders.
They're probably cultists.
God damn it.
No, they're here for the water on this train. Water that is needed for people who are practically dying in this desert.
Well, you're wasting time talking and explaining it. What do you want to do about it?
Do we fight them?
Yes, we defend it. We fight them. We gotta defend that water. And Heaven's like just charging. Like you can
Yeah,
see the desperation in her eyes.
Yeah. As you do, this guy, this guy pulls up and jumps onto the train.
Oh, DM, real quick before we get into any battles.
Yeah.
I don't seem to have the spear on my sheet.
Oh right, almost forgot that. Where is it?
You don't need a weapon, Gregor. You're amazing by yourself. Pats on back.
Yeah, but what if?
Gregor is suspicious.
But what if he wants to stab something amazingly?
Well, I have his spear, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, where is your sheets? There is your sheet.
Oh, and I also, since we're doing a battle, we are missing one more important player.
Ooh. Oh, Hope?
The one who saves everybody.
So we are. Here you are.
Good.
And anyway, so as this guy drops on the train, you get a good, and you now have a good look at it, and yeah, well, someone had to just be the outcasts of the Rosa Potianas, and that turned, and well, various demons fit that role quite nicely.
See, it's a demon cult.
Oh, thank God, they're not after me this time.
all Tellus can really say it. Seeing this creature is just kind of shake his head. Unfortunately for you, you robbed this train at the wrong time.
Gregor
Yep.
draws his spear.
Yep. Okay. Okay. All of you. Okay. So, if you would, all of you, please roll initiative.
Remember
Oh
to
my
click
God,
on your
do one thing.
tokens. Sorry, I interrupted you there, Neko.
That's okay. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Let me go and grab the other one. Okay. There we go. I'm ready.
The music's coming through your headphones, mate.
Yeah.
Not Neko, it's coming through Corax's.
I should probably turn that volume down. I had it up earlier because I was watching stuff.
How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Truly appalling.
Alright, how do I go? Great, I'm not for a bit.
Okay. So, CeeLo. Oh, one last thing.
Oh, by the way, I think you put 2 of the spear on my sheet.
That is entirely possible. I'll go ahead and delete. Go ahead and delete one.
Yep, all good now. Thanks.
And yeah, no doubling up there. Okay. Okay. Oh, almost forgot. And almost forgot to give the goblins a turn.
Yay.
They're going last. Poor little guys.
One day.
Yeah. So like they're all wearing little train operator outfits, like the big tall hats and the really heavy metal boots. Okay, so CeeLo, you are first. This one baba is standing right in the doorway, and you see 2 others closing in on Nightmares.
How heavy is Hope? Is he less than 30 pounds? Or has he been eating too much apples lately? Actually, 20 pounds is more
I'm going
accurate.
to look
Is he less than 20?
I'm going to look that up.
Is he less than 20 pounds?
Average weight 7 pounds. He's had a lot of apples lately, so I'm going to say 10 pounds.
Oh man, he's fat. All right. Oh. Fourth level.
Okay, so
Get him, Hope.
Yeah, yeeting it
All
into
right.
the thing's
So-
face.
this poor sucker's got to roll a dex save, right?
Yeah, the DC is 16. Oh no, it's not Dex save. Well, actually, let me check that. I'm gonna use catapult.
It says dex save
Yeah, DC
for
16.
catapult. Okay. He rolled an 11.
Yes.
So what happens is he pulls out this big jagged looking spear, and like just and he makes a threat you with it, and suddenly like and suddenly this like very surprised suit this slightly overweight pseudo dragon just like clocks him in the side of the head.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That is a
Does this
total
count,
of...
does this count as a non-magical attack?
It is bludgeoning.
Yeah. Like the question is, does it count as magical bludgeoning? Because like it's from a spell, but the object that he got hit with was. Well, actually, he's a familiar, so yeah, this would be magical.
Yeah, it's a magical damage. Oh, I got a magical catapult now. I'm good with this.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 38 damage in one hit. Ouch.
Sela came out swinging.
Get him!
And
Or should I say flinging?
he's standing up against railing over here. So I'm gonna say he doesn't have to save against falling off the car.
Okay, but now since Hope has moved, can I use my bonus action to make Hope attack?
Sure.
This is the best say ever.
You
Alright.
fucking madman.
I'm gonna have
Don,
him
what if he died in one turn?
Oh,
Like
that's a shame.
he's like and then Hope like goes for a sting and he just like swats Hope away. Like, hey, don't.
That's my turn.
Heaven, what you got?
Yeah, first she gives Bardic Inspiration to Gregor. That's my bonus action.
Awesome.
And then she's gonna Eldritch Blast the thing in the face. 1, 2, I think 3.
No, just the 2. Okay, let me just check. Have you taken Agonizing Blast?
Oh, I actually forgot about that. I got that.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and add in your sheet so you an ability mod 2 damage and healing. Okay, so add an extra 8 damage to that total, so 15.
How does it do?
See, not great. It's like it was not expecting this onslaught from. Like, it was expecting a much easier target than it got, I'll just say that.
I don't think I can. Evan then turns to the others. I'm gonna try and get to the water car and provide some defense. Can you guys take care of this guy?
Gregor gives her a thumbs up.
All right. With him distracted, Heaven charges to the next car.
Okay, so you run past him, so he's gonna take an opportunity attack on you by swinging his spear at you, two-handed.
Okay.
That's definitely gonna hit. That's a 20.
Ow.
And yeah, so this jagged, serrated spear just like a gouges through your side.
Ow.
Yeah, so that is 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Was I able to get past?
Yeah, you are. Doesn't have sentinel or anything.
Okay. And
All
that
right.
should be my turn.
Talos, you're next as this poor Babao gets bullied.
Yep, poor guy just sees a massive Leonin come out and pulls his sword on him.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, just checking to make sure you did your
Level up.
no, you're not your level up, your long rest stuff, because you hadn't when I checked the map last.
I already took care of it. But yeah.
I
Okay.
remember to do that at
Yeah.
the start.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All good.
So yeah.
So
First attack.
that absolutely hits.
All right, and not worth it right now. Second attack. No,
I'm
well,
afraid that does not hit.
gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. Okay. You managed to wing him, him in the arm with the first one, and then he sort of like parries with his spear with the second one.
All right, I'll for the last thing I'll do this turn, I will have Talos kind of maneuver in a way to kind of make room for other people who want to get in, but you know.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'll say that's my 10 for now.
Okay. Hey, Gregor, you're up next.
Yeah, just gonna come in. Actually, I'm gonna go for try to knock him off off the train with the hammer of with the hammer of disruption. That's what I was gonna do.
Give it a try.
Hey.
That. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. So, 17 damage. Okay. So he just meant, and it's to cling to the railing, but you can see he's about to die.
You had your chance
wait, hold on.
to back away.
Hold on. Let me check something. Where is it? Okay, I need. Oh, it did not make its DC 15 in saving throw.
Oof.
So it had 1 hit point. It survived your initial blow, with 1 hit point. But then it failed. Its save to not be destroyed because it was below the threshold. So you hit it. You wing him right in the chest with the hammer, and like knocking him back. He managed to grab onto the into the railing to not get knocked off. But then the spot where you sort of hit him with starts to light up, as like it's sort of like burning and dissolving as he just gets eaten away by this light from the inside. And there's a big hole, a cartoonish hole through his torso that just spreads and spreads, and eventually just gone.
Man, I like this hammer.
And it specifically, yeah, fiends are undead, and as Heaven and has probably told you by now, this desert is infested with fiends. So, and like the other two, you see, like this one over here saw it, and its eyes go wide, like, oh, this wasn't part of the plan. Rudy, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to hold on a moment. I forgot to check one thing. 120. Okay. There's the ruler. Oh yeah, that should be fine. I'm going to step up here and open the window and lean out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to aim for between these two guys, gravity sinkhole.
Okay. For this guy.
It's an AoE.
Okay. Yeah. Where are you aiming it again?
Right between them.
First time. Okay. So, they're riding each other, so that's not gonna do much. But okay, just on them. Okay.
Well, it's also a speeding train. And it holds them in place.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's actually a really interesting. All right. So he's gonna have to make a con save. Yes. Yeah, con save.
Ideally, it might even pull them off their horses because they. But either way.
Oh.
They're pulled in a straight line
Details.
towards the center of the sphere. So they should all be pulled together, basically.
Yeah, so you're pulling him so basically you're gonna do that to basically just hold him in place.
Yeah, I actually might do it like slightly behind them, like here, but otherwise, yeah.
All right. Let's see how the nightmare handles it. Much better. So he takes a bunch of force damage and is knocked off his horse.
Mm-hmm.
And then okay, so that is 37 damage. 45. The horse takes the horse takes half as much damage. That'll be 18, and keeps going.
Okay.
So he falls off. So he takes a tumble. So he basically just gets yanked off the horse, and everything rushes past him as he sails back here.
Do they get trampled by this nightmare?
Well, we'll see what happens in there on his turn.
And the other one?
The nightmare passed saving throw, got a 20. The Babao got a 9. So it just keeps running, but it did take some damage.
I think my screen might have glitched. I saw 2 there. As in 4. I saw 4 tokens. Yeah, I see 4 tokens there.
That's not supposed to be here.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I wish
I think that might have been that was from an early draft of the battle.
Well,
I threw out, I guess, to delete it.
I wish I'd known that because I probably wouldn't have used it if it was only one character. Oh well. That's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'll also start singing.
Yeah. well, it's still well, you still hit it pretty hard. So you still hit this guy pretty hard. So that ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, as far as I can tell, we've effectively taken one out of the battle in one fell swoop. So there you go.
That's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Well, okay. So now it's this guy's turn, and he's gonna try something. And if it goes wrong for him, it's gonna be painful. So he got basically yanked off and held in place here. So he's gonna try and get on this horse, and if that goes wrong for him, he's gonna get trampled. That's a 3. He's getting trampled.
Nice.
A trample. Okay, hooves. That's good. Oh, buddy, that's painful. Oh, that ain't pleasant.
Oh boy.
Getting trampled by a horse is painful.
This isn't even a battle, it's just a massacre.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gregor. Would you like a battle?
Yeah. Well, about that. So, this Babao is going to peel off and head towards here on his nightmare. And it's gonna jump on, like, make the leap from the nightmare to the train. And it's gonna cast a spell that's that Heaven you would recognize at the Fear spell, and it's gonna target. Let's see. Everyone in that cone. So everyone but Heaven and Rudy, I think. Actually, like. Yeah, so...
Just a second.
Yeah, 30 foot cone. So that's a wisdom save?
Just a second. It's hard to find the right moment to interrupt you, but yeah, how about no?
It failed. Like the spell just like this blood red swirl billows out from its hand and it just sputters out. Looks down at its hand, looks up, and then it calls back, and you hear. Does anyone here speak Abyssal?
I don't.
Not
but
me.
I do have tongues.
Yeah, but that's a spell
it
you
active
gotta
right now?
cast it.
Yeah. Should have kept comprehend languages, I think.
Oh, we would have to cast that too.
Yeah. So no, is your answer.
Okay, well, then you don't... Well, given how it's looking off up to the side of the scene when it does that, you don't know exactly what it's saying, but you get the sense it's calling for help.
So we make a wisdom saving throw?
No.
No, you don't. Rudy stopped the spell.
Oh, epic.
Rudy said no.
Counterspell, baby.
So, well, the nightmares are smart. The nightmares are gonna, well, not this one because not this one because it peeled off to you. But the nightmares are going to keep going for the cargo car, where all the water is. It is, and this guy, he's had his turn. He's gonna lie dazed in the ground.
As the train zips by.
Yeah, he's out of the fight.
Just ass up in his head in the sand.
Yeah. Okay. So, so on that note, it is now Hope's turn.
Okay. I had to read some of Hope's stuff real quick. Hope is gonna fly right, and then he's gonna look at the fiend and just try to size him up. He's puffing out his chest, flaring his wings, and he's gonna do the most courageous thing and take the dodge action. So he doesn't like getting hurt.
Of course. Okay, is that okay? I believe that's Hope's full turn.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna fucking get.
Okay, well, okay, yeah, Heaven, you're the only one close enough to do it. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me real fast.
What? Roll what?
Perception check just to see if you spot something. You see something big running through the trees alongside the train.
Oh crap! Evan
Yeah.
calls out.
Yeah, you can't quite make it out yet. And like it's managing to stay out of view for the most part, but you get a glimpse.
Yeah, Evan points to the trees before calling out to the goblins. Over there!
The crew gobs, and that is what they're called. And it is their turn. And
Which direction?
are going to rotate, like they rotate, and they rotate their ballista, and aim it at the thing. And like, okay, one loads this ballista, and the other one fires it. So I forgot. Where's my? Okay.
Rudy wants to talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rudy.
My passive perception is 21.
Yeah.
So do I see it too?
That's true, but yeah, but what's happening here is not within your direct line of sight at the moment because you're still inside the car, and it's happening on the other side of the train.
I am near some windows, but all right, that's fair. Continue.
Yeah,
then.
like if you were near these windows, it would be a different story.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Okay, so these ones, start firing into the bush, and you don't know if they hit anything. These ones are going to aim for the nightmares. And they have a bit more luck. There's suddenly a big, there's suddenly a big ballista bolt just sticking out of this one, and it staggers. Okay, Silo.
Neku?
Oh,
sorry.
Neku.
Yeah, I'm here. Calm down. Yeah. I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Then I'm going to try to move to. I can move 35. I'm going to move here if possible.
And yeah, like you could. I'd say yeah, like you could vault over this edge easily enough.
Alright, and I'm going to have my bonus action for Hope to attack him. This guy.
All right, go ahead and attack.
Yeah.
Does not hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn then.
All right. Evan?
Evan is going to run another 30 feet until she's there. And then she's gonna Eldritch Blast this guy, this nightmare.
Hey, which one?
The
Or
one on
which
the
one?
left. The one on her left.
Okay, so that one. Okay, go ahead and roll. You need to hit a 13. That absolutely hits, and that second one does not. 13 damage ain't nothing, though. So, you stagger it, but it's still running.
Evan curses as she keeps her eye out for whatever was in the bushes.
Okay. Talos?
Alrighty, so Talos is gonna shuffle himself up here. That's 10 feet. Take a swing at this guy.
That absolutely hits.
Evan, we can hear something.
And
Thank you.
I'm also going to smack a first level Divine Smite on that.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 2d8.
Okay, so 24 damage total. Not a bad hit at all.
Isn't it undead?
Nope, it is a fiend.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 just hits it. It's a Bebao's armor class is 16.
Second level Divine Smite on that one.
All right. Plus 26. Okay. Yep. Right. So yeah, he's hurt, and as you land that second blow, like one of the goblins looks up and cackles, "Ha ha ha! This is why we have the adventure discount."
So yeah, Talos just calls out, keep an eye on the guys out front.
Well, no. And it's all like gleefully reloading the ballista. Like you can see that these goblins are having the time of their lives right now.
Fair enough. And yeah, I'll say that's Talos' 10 for now. He's done a fair bit of damage.
So yes, and I believe next is Gregor. I don't have the turn order open at the moment because I have a lot of stuff.
Yep, it's
Yep.
Gregor.
Yes, that is true. Gregor jumps over here, assuming he can do that.
Yeah, he can.
And goes for a swing with the Hammer of Disruption again.
All right, that totally hits. Let's see. Let's see.
19.
18.
Okay.
And hold on. He too needs to make a wisdom save. And
Fail,
this one
fail,
passes.
fail. Dang it.
Yeah, sorry, he rolled. He needed to roll a less than a 15. He rolled an 18.
Damn.
So like it's like flares up, but like the Babao, like he saw what happened to his friend, so he's like just frantically patting it out before it gets worse.
Ah, clever.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Rudy, it is now your turn.
Alright. So I was going to head to the other side of the carriage anyway because there's still one more guy on a horse, or there was. Ah, I see you removed it.
The horse is still there and it is still hostile.
Okay.
So
Did I hear Heaven call out?
you would have heard Heaven shout a warning, yes.
Did I see where she pointed? Or where she pointed to it?
Was over here when I
here's
pointed.
Yeah. I think I'll say you would have. You would have gotten a glimpse.
Alright, I'll head over to this bed and lean out the window to have a look.
Alright. Since you're actively looking, roll perception.
Will that take an action?
No. Like, you're just you're just looking. Okay, so 15. You don't see it, but you hear something moving through the bushes, all right?
Okay. Do I have a general direction of where I'm hearing the sound?
Yes, somewhere somewhere to the south and west of you.
Oh, I can work with
Whatever
that.
it is, it seems to be keeping pace with the train.
Alright, so I was there, so I moved 15. So I could probably move... Would you say I'd be able to get here and peek out the train?
Oh yeah, that would be the rest of your movement.
Okay, let me just draw...
And you're not really peeking out, like you're just outside the train car at that point.
Alright, let me just draw something.
Okay.
Alright, this is super rough because, like, I don't remember the exact place you pinged, but in general, I'm aiming for the place that was pinged.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's appropriate because you're not sure exactly where the place was pinged. You just have a very general idea. But yeah, okay, we'll say that. All right. So. Well, the nightmare does say as passive saving throw, but that's still 18 damage. And there's a bunch of trees that have ice all over them for probably the first time ever.
Did she get the thing?
You don't know.
Alright, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. The Vavau is still alive. But it...
Man, guys surrendered from almost all fronts.
Yep. So, well, it's gonna try and fight its way out, I guess. So, now it actually gets to use its abilities. So it's gonna go for you, Gregor. So I need you to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. And you pass with flying colors. Damn it. So, one poke with a spear. Does a 21 hit you?
No.
Of course. And the two poke with a spear. I'm guessing a 15 definitely does not hit you.
Nope.
Okay, well, so the nightmare, seeing that his friend is in trouble, is gonna run along the side. Is gonna run along the side edge of the edge of the train, and it's gonna and well, it's and it's gonna go for you, Gregor, with its hooves, and it's gonna have advantage. Not that that's gonna help. That's a terrible roll.
Oh dear, horse kick.
Yeah. Okay, this nightmare is gonna try and this nightmare is gonna try is well. It doesn't have any opposable thumbs to work with, so that's gonna be kind of a problem. So it's gonna try. So it's gonna try and hoof it. And punch its way through the car doors with its hooves. And it has considerably more success as the cargo bay car doors splinter apart. It jumps in, and you hear the horses panicking.
Not all you got.
This one is going to go for the ballista crew. And it's going to use its hooves. What is the crew got? Oh dear. That could actually be quite painful. And this crew gob tragically loses his life. If as his head gets kicked in by the nightmare.
I thought you were going to say kicked off.
I was tempted, but I decided kicked in. Yeah, kicked in and baked because its hooves are on fire. And this crew gob sees it and frantically tries to load the ballista, which is a lot harder when there's only one of them. Okay, so now it's Hope's turn.
Take the dodge action.
Okay. Yeah, like it doesn't seem to have noticed Hope thus far. Babe about. And now the rustling in the bushes gets louder and louder and louder until it bursts out, having just been missed by the cone of cold. I'm sorry, Rudy.
Okay.
A big red thing with large lobster-like claws leaps onto the car. And looks down at you.
Evan.
This thing. And it like looks down at heaven. So this group brought guards to it. No matter. And meanwhile, this crew gob is he's got his eyes wide, like just looking up at this enormous demon that's just suddenly on his train. and and it, and it looks down at heaven. So, little dancer, here snips its claws threateningly. Shall we begin? And because we're very close to time, I think that's where we're going to leave off for today.
What a cliffhanger.
Remember to make sure you subtracted your spells and kept track of what you spent.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.